Hi there. It's time to start thinking about back to school already. And so we want to make sure that we send our kids out the door with a well-balanced breakfast. Never sugary cereal because it's 50% sugar and we don't want to set their day up for a sugar crash later in the morning. Same goes with their lunchtime. So I came up with a recipe called Breakfast Monster Cookies. It's on my blog, Food Fitness by Paige. You can find it there or on Facebook or Instagram. And this is filled with protein, fiber, complex carbs, and great fats. All the things that you want to set your children up for success, because studies have shown that children that have a good breakfast participate more, they're better test scores, and they do better in school overall and have less sick days. So we want to set them up for the best possible success possible. So here's what I do. I start out with 1/4 cup of melted coconut oil, and to that I add 1/4 cup of the Lakanto monk fruit. I just stir that in. All of this is in one bowl, and if you can, get your kids to be involved in the process, and they're gonna think that they are eating cookies for breakfast. They don't need to know any different. So if you can get them involved in the process, they're generally more compliant. And I know breakfast time is really hectic in the morning, so if you can plan ahead, make these the night before, make a full batch, make them on Sunday afternoon. Like I said, get the kids involved in helping you. That will make the mornings go much more smoothly. So like I said, I use the monk fruit. I always use the all-natural plant-based sweetener, never sugar. It does bad things to our brains and we don't want to feed it to our kids. So this is all natural, won't raise the blood sugar, and no calories. So it's perfect. So after that, I do 3 eggs. So there's a good source of protein there. And I do 1/2 cup of almond flour. Again, almond flour has more fiber than regular white flour, so that is another way to keep our blood sugar stable. We want to keep our blood sugar as stable as possible and let our pancreas take a break, take a nap, so it doesn't have to pump out insulin all day. Otherwise, we're doing this with our blood sugar all day, and our pancreas doesn't really like it. I do 1/2 cup of unsweetened coconut, 1/4 cup of chia seeds, 1/4 cup of pecans, 1/4 cup of flax, all things great with fiber and healthy fat, and 1/4 cup of the Lily's Stevia sweetened chocolate chips. Again, that is an all-natural sweetener, great for you. And I do a dash of cinnamon, salt, and a teaspoon of baking powder, and then a dash of vanilla. That's it, one bowl, super simple. You just stir it all together. And then I use my 4th cup measuring cup, and I just scoop that out on here. I let the batter chill for an hour first and just scoop it out on a pan, let it bake at 350 for like 13 to 15 minutes. And then again, here is the beautiful product. And hopefully your kids would see this as a cookie, because it is, and would be compliant in eating that. If you want to add a little more fat and protein, slather it with a little bit of nut butter. And these principles all apply for mom and dad too. These have about 250 calories, so if you want to eat 2, you can do that. Or like I said, put a little more nut butter on. But most importantly, start out your day right with a well-balanced breakfast, not filled with sugar. So I appreciate you being here this morning. If you have back-to-school breakfast ideas, share them with me. I'd love to share them with others. Thanks so much. Have a good day.